What's a NSFW pro tip everyone should know? If slapping is your thing in bed, don't stick anything up your ass unless it has a flared base. Or do. If you want to keep giving ER doctors and nurses stories about patients falling on objects. If you just met her and she says don't worry about a condom, definitely wear one. Trust me. Reverse cowgirl, on paper, is an incredibly SI position. But it's also the single most dangerous SX position. And responsible for hundreds of ER visits a year. Be very careful with any position wherein your partner drops down on your penis, as it can bend or even break your penis. And your partner can be penetrated too deeply, causing internal punctures. Slow and steady is the name of the game. Yes, holy shit. I can hardly enjoy anything girl on top if she's going right to the point where my dick almost slips out. It feels good, sure. If you aren't comfortable asking a partner to get tested, you should really think about why. Cold water for cum stains. Wash your balls. Wash your genitalia before and after sex. Don't be shy. Excuse yourself to freshen up. Prevents everything from mild embarrassments to yeast infections. Kegel exercises have many benefits, including treating bladder and bowel problems, vaginismus, erectile dysfunctions, easier childbirth, and increased chances of multiple orgasms in women and men. Downside: you may be able to shoot cum far enough to hit your own face. If you're planning on doing something kinky, do your research first. Don't just go nuts with a paddle. You can injure your partner depending on what you do to which part of their body. Performing cunnilingus and a stray pube gets stuck to your tongue? Lick the inner thigh to get the hair unstuck from your tongue. TBH, any patch of skin that isn't slick with bodily fluids is fine. It's just easy to do inner thigh cause it's centimeters away. Saw this on a thread like this months ago. Have tried it multiple times during oral and it has worked every time. Also, whenever I randomly get hair on my tongue, I just quickly dab my tongue on the back of my hand and it works too. Licking the person's inner thigh to remove a stray hair isn't welcome at the barbers. Malachite is not a suitable DLDO material. I thought I read machete for half a sec there. If you need to get rid of an erection quickly, then tense up your legs for a while and it'll get rid of it quicker. Edit. Getting lots of people suggesting the same stuff, so here's a couple of those. Not necessarily tense your legs, but you need to pump blood somewhere else. If you flex any muscle hard enough. Guys, just because you stopped ejaculating doesn't mean you've stopped orgasming. Keep going for a little longer after you come. And continue enjoying the sensation. Don't be in a rush to stop just because the squirts did. If you're feeling around on your female significant other's bits and she keeps moving your hand to the same spot and you keep going anywhere else, she is not having a good time and you're bad at foreplay. Semicolon. Edit. Thanks for the cake day blessings. Edit 2. PRN is not a how-to guide. Most of that stuff looks a lot better than it feels. Edit. Thanks for the gold awesome Reddit friend. One of the famous 70s PRN stars, I think Ron Jeremy, did an interview where he said if it feels good, it looks bad. If it looks good, it feels bad. Press the G spot and clit at the same time to take a screenshot. Excessive vaginal cleaning causes problems. The vagina is self-cleaning and you only need to lightly wash when you shower. Ask your SZUL partner what they like. And do that. The best bedroom skills are empathy and listening. If you can pay attention to what your partner likes and if you're able to maturely talk about what feels good and what doesn't with your partner. Trouble with your gag reflex while giving head? Make a fist with your left hand and squeeze your thumb. I thought it was bullshit. It worked for me. Edit. Thank you, sweet stranger, for my first gold. My mama would be so proud. Never get a lap dance while going commando. The inside of your zipper will eat you alive. Edit. I guess I should explain that I learned this at a house party. Not a strip club, and I wasn't expecting to be getting a lap dance when choosing my clothes for the day. As for going commando, I was going through a weird phase where I thought it was more comfortable, but after a few unfortunate dick and zipper interactions, I decided to start wearing boxers again. Keep a change of clothes in a bag in the trunk of your car. You really never know too far in advance when you're going to shitty yourself. Edit. This is my highest rated comment ever. You people on Reddit sure seem to shitty yourself often. You don't have to use a brake on forklifts. Just slam that sucker into reverse or forward to change direction. Brakes are for noobs. Why am I reading this thread as if this information will ever be useful to me? Is your partner is bald and you can't pull the hair? Nah. Just use a plunger. Whack that sucker right on there and pull away. Control Shift N. For girls. Guys can be really in the mood and their pecker isn't coming up. Don't take it personally. For guys. Tease the inner thigh. More often than not, it's a surefire way to turn them on. Haha, your inner thigh has no friends and smells like shoes. Probably one of the few non-sex related ones. And this still may sound a bit nasty. If you are having constipation or feel like there is still something there, then squat on top of the toilet seat or get some form of elevation on the sides of the toilets to squat properly. The reason for this is because when you sit, your colon, which houses the poop, is positioned in a bend that makes it difficult for poop to be pushed out. When you squat, however, you fix the bend and make the colon parallel with the anus, which greatly improves the ease in which it can come out. This is actually why so many animals tend to shitty in a squatting position. Also a reason why squatting toilets are so popular in Asia. Edit. As everyone mentioned. Yes. It's not recommended to squat on top of it if it's porcelain. I have an old-fashioned wooden seat, so it mitigates the issue of breaking. If you're a male and have recently masturbated, be sure to pull the sides of your penis tip apart before taking a piss, like you are trying to make your dick hole talk. It will make sure any dried semen hasn't partially sealed your urethra, which would make your piss come out in multi-directional streams. Also, as you finish masturbating and your penis starts to go soft, reach a bit back to the rear of your ballsack and squeeze your penis, the part that you can't see, but feel behind your ballsack as your penis attaches to your body a bit, and keep squeezing as you move towards the tip. You'll likely get a little more semen to come out. This won't prevent the previous issue, but if you have a busy day ahead of you, the removal of that last bit will prevent that uncomfortable wet spot on your boxers or briefs. If you can't find someone to hold the ladder, it's okay to use the top step because no one will catch you. Lube and condoms are your friend. Always have some in stock. Lube can be your friend. Alt tab. All young guys out there. The condoms they hand out in school doesn't fit everyone. If it is too big or too small, it's just gonna make you hate condoms. Make sure you get hold of condoms that are the correct size. This will make practicing safe sex very easy. If she reacts in a positive way and says something along the lines of "don't stop," do exactly what you are doing with no variation whatsoever. Edit. Did not expect this to get this much attention. Thank you for the gold and silver. To shed some light on why I'm NFCK this up. It's like breathing. When you aren't thinking about it, it just happens and the process goes smoothly. But now I mentioned breathing and you are doing it manually now, and it's confusing and hard. And what were you doing before? Same thing. You say don't stop and suddenly we are conscious of 1,000 different things and we have no idea what we were doing because we were lost in the moment. Also, we're idiots. Guys, it's lower than you think. Somewhere around the kneecap. Front to rear. Never rear to front. If you are a bazillionaire going to a dirty, questionable massage parlor in Jupiter, Florida is probably not a good idea. Stay hydrated. If you're making out and it feels like the Sahara, Take a water break. Sex requires fluids. Keep refueling. Trim your nails right out the shower. Don't make snow angels at a dog park. My grandpa used to joke, "You haven't really jacked off till you've done it with a finger in your ass." I tell you what. He was right. Game changer. If you are a man and you are certain you don't want children, just have a vasectomy. It's easy and doesn't hurt at all. Xanax is not a recreational drug. If your partner asks you to choke them, choke at the sides of the neck where the blood flow is, not the windpipe at the front. Do it lightly at first and go from there. This will create the desired feeling without them passing out. Lick your knuckles before you punch someone. Sneeze on your fists to inflict poison damage. Orgies look good in your head. But in real life, well, it didn't sound all that great until you told me it was. On a hot sweaty day, a little baby powder in her nuts will help. You'd be surprised how many don't know that. Men, measure yourselves and get the right fit of condom. There is a lot of info on proper condom sizing, but you have to look for it. No condom on the shelf in USA has any size prominently listed. Some say large or snugger fit, but there's only a loose correlation to the actual size. Ones not listed as large have a wide range of sizes too. You have to go hunting for the info. The men equivalent of women's dress sizes. Before taking a poo, put a small amount of toilet paper in the bowl. Don't undress in front of children. So never breastfeed a baby. What? You must be American. If they are your kids, it's fine. Obviously no S-Zul situations and shit like that. But I've seen my dad and my mum naked and it's not a big deal. Every foot tastes like shoe. Take the amount that you are going down on your partner and like double it. Learn about your anatomy from credible websites and by exploring yourself. Learn your partner's anatomy so you don't end up on our bad woman's anatomy or something similar and embarrass yourself to your future partners and the internet. Always pee after sex masturbating. As a guy, alright, but I don't enjoy the around the roughly 1/10 chance of having my dick burn for the next 30 minutes. Clean your king asshole. Suck the clit. Gently. For guys, slow honking noises when kissing. Honk as in duck. What? If you get a boner, hold your breath. Stand on a chair to be able to grab higher up stuff. At work. I haven't laughed this hard at a Reddit thread in so goddamn long. 10/10 folks. Lads, be careful of your balls when you go for a seat in summer. I've sat on mine a lot. Take 2 showers before you go to their place for sex. I already know about the one after as well, but as far as preparation, I have a clinical shower, then at their place I can have a SI time shower. Enjoy all the senses. Sound, smell, touch, taste and sight. Start by kissing her neck and work your way down slowly. If you head directly northwest after leaving Helgen, you come across a ransacked Talos shrine with some pretty cool enchanted loot. Remember, the natural, non-latex condoms don't protect against STDs like latex condoms do. There are options for synthetic non-latex that are very similar and do offer that same level of protection. Also, very few brands offer non-latex and larger sizes. If you're a dude carrying extra and you or your partner have a latex allergy, you really have to start shopping around. Oh lord, where to begin? Even if you think you're in love with the significant other, condom. Even if you think so and so wouldn't do that, doctor checkup. Had a girl tell me she wasn't seeing anyone else. Come to find out she was sleeping with 2 other guys that found me, told me they had gotten chlamydia from said girl. I was freaking out. Went and got checked. Passed that test but FML. Longest wait time was to find out if I had gotten the clap from this girl. Lube is not a bad thing. The more the better. Especially when it comes to an LSX. If you have a vulva and can't get wet enough for penetration, lube is a valid option. Trust me. It'll make penetration more comfortable. Trimmed pubes reduces smell. You don't need to be bald. Just stay away from the jungle look. This is why I don't keep baking soda in the fridge. I just sprinkle some trimmed pubes in there instead. I refuse to let the 80s die. If you had an incident that requires medical attention, go get to the hospital. Seriously. They've seen it again and again. Just go straight for it and be honest. You're much more ridiculous when you try to lie. My tips are geared towards gay SX anal. Flared base 4NL toys. Don't use oil-based lube with condoms. Don't use enemas, use a douche. Enemas can lead to a mess and can strip the lining of your colon. Also do not use numbing lube. The body has pain receptors for a reason. I will say for first timers. Silicone lube is great. Don't use it on silicone toys. Use water-based. Communicate what you like. You should always feel like you are in control of your body. If something hurts, let your partner know. Also choke from the sides of the neck, not the front. SX is great. Keep it safe, sane and consensual. Consent is very SI. Ask permission and you'll often get it. Even touching them or holding their hand. Certainly kissing and beyond. Get permission and they will respect you immensely. That goes a long way in the SX department. I have literally gotten laid BC I asked politely and respectfully. This is advice for guys and girls. Porn stars use makeup sponges to have SX on their period. Just dropping that one in your hat there if you're not too keen on crime scene SX. Cervical sponges and makeup sponges are the same thing. Obvious. There are no available women near you. For the girls, foreplay is everything. From my experience, the longer the guy is erect, the more he ejaculates. Offer your partner a moist towelette before starting. Helps a lot when you're giving head. Don't be afraid to try new things. Edit. W. Alright honey, time for SI time. But first, Jeeves. Older looking butler man enters with a white towel on one hand and a covered silver platter in the other. J. Yes madam. W. The usual please. Jeeves lifts the cover off the platter and gestures toward the other person. J. May I offer you a moist towelette sir? M. Sure. W. If your man says he's not in the mood, don't take it personally. And for the love of God, don't guilt him into having sex with you. Stick M with the pointy end. Don't watch PRN or view sexually explicit material on company Wi-Fi. This. My dad came home one day. Defeated. He got the request to upgrade the entire company's IT infrastructure because it was laggy and slow. He looked into it, saw the price tag in the tens of thousands, and decided that his first step was to request a connection listing from the ISP. Turned out that it was 3 secretaries who listened to web radio who ate all the bandwidth, and 1 exec guy watching PRN. So much PRN. Animal PRN. On the company Wi-Fi. On a company laptop. Dealing like crazy. Dad came home that day. Defeated. Shaking his damn head. Because the only thing he could do was a talking to. V to the A. You're all okay. A to the V. It hurts when you pee. If you got a dick, wash it. I don't know why men think flicking dry is acceptable after peeing, but you're not doing anything useful and no one likes the smell taste of pissy dick. When a woman tells you how to get her off, don't imagine that you know better. Enable NSFW viewing if you are using the official Reddit app for iOS. Use aftershave to help with itchy balls. If it feels like they were dipped in gasoline and lit on fire, that means it's working. Marry well. Just because every girl on PRN seems to love an L doesn't mean every girl you sleep with will. Some girls just don't like getting eaten out. Stop means stop. Doesn't matter what you're doing or what the hell is going on and how good you think things are going. When she says stop, you stop. Wipe your ass before bedtime. Seriously. Over the course of a day the leakage down there is much worse than you think. Especially if you are a morning pooper. It'll stop you scratching at night. As the old proverb goes, man who goes to bed with itchy bum wakes up with smelly finger. Guys, for goodness sake, clip and file your nails. Now it's okay to foreplay. How to identify a broken penis. This ain't Google homie. Have a safe word for all acts of sex in general and have it be something random, something you both would never say. So that way when it's used you know it's time to stop. Palm the same direction as the belly. Fingers gently arched toward the palm. Insert a second knuckle keeping fingers loose. And bring fingers toward the palm while trying not to use the small muscles. Pretend you're trying to touch the pads of the fingers to your wrist. Directions unclear, opening and closing whole hand. Automate your job. Don't tell anyone and use incognito mode to listen to tunes all day. Oh, you thought this was a sex thread, you pervert. When holding a girl's hand, let go from time to time so her palm does not get sweaty. Also, give her a hug. Razor burn is reduced with Visine. Guys, you can shoot absolutely monstrous loads with the right supplements you can buy from Walmart. I'm talking like 2-3x your normal volume. Give your girl that extra big finish. Or impress your friends. 1200 mg lecithin 1x per day. 1000 mg L-arginine 1x per day. 50 mg zinc 1x per day. Skip this if you take a multivitamin with zinc as it can be too much. 100 mg PGM 2x per day. 1000 mg L-lysine 1x per day. And plenty of water for hydration. Have fun shooting loads like Peter North. My friends love it when I'm busting loads like I'm irrigating a rice field. I used to have a fairly impressive spurt even before I tried PGM. But now I'm the life of the party. Talk to your general physician about PGM today. You gotta spray it. Impress your friends. Hey guys, watch this.